Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thanks for tuning in and welcome. So much has happened. A lot of crazy stuff has happened, and more stuff is about to happen. There is a lot of chaos, controversy, uncertainty, fear, speculation, and rightfully so. During times like this, during times of economic uncertainty, people want to preserve their wealth. They want to secure their finances and usually turn towards precious metals as it's a safe haven asset, especially right now as gold and silver have been rising. They've been taking the spotlight. A lot of heads have been turning towards the precious metal sector. But it doesn't mean people are investing. They might want to, they might be on the fence about it, but they haven't jumped the gun yet. And I get it. I definitely get it. It's a different, rebellious kind of going against the grain investment that definitely can be a little bit it can be a little bit intimidating. So this video is going to talk about the realistic possibility of someone making profits or even just holding their wealth in this without getting burnt, without losing money, without failing miserably. With any investment there's risk involved, and a lot of times, if especially if you don't really understand the markets or understand that investment, it is probably more dangerous than rewarding. Probably smarter not to go in that direction, but hopefully this video will help. Now, first and foremost, anytime you're transferring your 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 US dollars or your fiat money into gold and silver, you're doing something right. You're turning fake money into real money. Let me repeat that. You're turning fake money into real money. US dollars, our fiat currency, has no value whatsoever. 98% of its purchasing power is gone. It means 2% of its original value is left, and it's getting worse than that, especially as these $1 trillion stimulus packages are getting thrown around, so loosely. So what that means is gold and silver over time are going to rise. The dollar over time will fall. So as soon as you start investing into precious metals, you have already started an upward trend of your wealth, or you've already started to preserve your wealth or transfer your wealth in a healthy way, in a positive way. There's never going to be a time when you should have or you will regret putting your dollar bills into gold and silver. There will never be a time where it would have been a smarter choice to keep your money in US dollars. Never. Because the dollar is always going to keep getting worse. There's no hope for it. There's no future for it. That is 100% a guarantee that the dollar will fall and that it will always keep losing value. It's designed to fail. It's designed to. Gold and silver, on the other hand, have been valuable for 5,000 years, will continue to gain value in scarcity, rarity, and also price-wise. It's going to keep rising. There's less and less silver, and more people want it, especially right now in times of economic uncertainty. Like I said in the beginning, since it's a safe haven alternative to the dollar. So you can make money just because you understand all this, and just because you know everything and tell yourself everything I just said doesn't mean you'll make money. It's not a surefire way that you're gonna make profits, though. You still have to put together a strategy, and it has to be a very well thought out strategy. You don't want to overthink it. It's not too complex, but you got to ask yourself a couple of things. Are you looking to invest for 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, right? What is your goal? What's your time frame? Are you just in this to make a couple dollars real quick, or are you in this for a longer term preservation of wealth, maybe to retire in 20, 30 years? Are you more of that side of things, or are you more like the 3 to 5 year range? Because that's drastically going to depend upon the silver you invest into. So you got to figure out in the beginning or as soon as possible, where's your time frame? Where does that fit into your strategy? Then we can move forwards. Now, budgeting is important though. Patience, balance, and budgeting, probably the three most important words. You can make money in several different ways, but I'm gonna tell you the quickest ways for you regarding or depending upon how long you're gonna be in this market, how long you're gonna be investing. If you're gonna be investing for, let's say, 5-10 years, you're probably going to want to invest in a high premium silver, because in 5 to 10 years, that's not long enough for spot price to really rise and give you some value. Coins that are pegged to spot price, like American Eagles, Canadian Maple Leafs, coins like that, they are directly pegged to spot price. So in 10 years from now, if spot price is still $25, then your stack has literally not appreciated $1. You haven't made a dollar profit. And that's because those coins are directly correlated to spot price. But coins like pandas, kookaburras, koalas, coins like that, they aren't pegged to spot price. They actually rise in value every year because there's a collector value, because the design changes. There's lower mintage numbers than American Eagles. It drives a collector value. So if you're in this for a very short period of time, you probably want to be investing in the coins like that are higher premium. See, the only thing is they are more expensive, so that's a little more risky. And if the condition isn't preserved, you can get into a little bit of a sticky situation. So make sure you take the necessary precautions to keep your silver in pristine condition. Now, there can be a weird situation where you could actually you could actually benefit more from buying cheaper silver, even if you're investing for 5 to 10 years, and that is if spot price is going to explode within 5 to 10 years, because you could get more silver, you can get more American Eagles, more Maple Leafs for cheaper than pandas, and if spot price explodes within the 5 to 10 year range, then that would benefit you more. So you have to understand, or you have to think about whether you think silver is more explosive for the short term, or if you think it's more explosive for the medium and long term. If you get what I'm saying, I know that can be a little confusing. We're kind of going in depth with some strategy, but I'm gonna try to break it down for you. The whole reason, if you're investing in the short term, the whole goal is to make money. So if spot price stays low, then you'll make more money buying high premium stuff. But if spot price does rise in the next 5 years, then you could make more money buying bullion right now, because you can get more bullion and the spot price of those coins will be appreciating over the next 5 years. But if spot price stays low for the next 5 years, then you would have literally made no money. So it's kind of a risky situation, and we don't have a crystal ball to see that. So maybe even diversifying, buying a little bit of bullion and a little bit of high premium silver to ensure that at least one of the ways, because it's going to go one of those directions, you can at least profit off of that and capitalize on that. It really does depend though. Now, let's take things a step further. Longer term, I'm not planning on investing for 15, 20, 25 years. I'm 28 years old. I'm not looking to sell anytime soon. And hopefully the price of silver stays relatively low for a while, so I can accumulate a lot of silver beforehand. If I'm looking to make the most money out of my stack, I have to make sure that I have a nice foundation of bullion. This is the opposite mind state, the opposite strategy of the quick flipper. This is the long hauler. I'm trying to get as many ounces as I can for as cheap as possible. I'm trying to get a nice foundation. Just like if you're trying to build a house, if the house doesn't have a strong foundation, the house is going to crumble, the house is going to fall. I'm trying to get a nice foundation, a lot of American Eagles, a lot of Maple Leafs, So my stack is heavy. So my stack has a bulk amount of ounces in it, because in 20 25 years I can guarantee spot price will be a lot higher than this. So I shouldn't waste too much of my money on expensive coins when I can get a lot of cheap silver, and I know all that cheap silver is going to be worth a lot more anyways. You see what I mean by that? But you still do want to invest. You want to branch out. You want to diversify into some of those pandas, kookaburras, because those coins will also be appreciating on top of spot price. So you're kind of playing all angles of the field, and benefiting and making money from so many different ways. You're making money from the collectible aspect of your coins just becoming more rare, more collectible, but you're also benefiting and profiting from the spot price, the nature of the silver growing in growing in demand and rarity and scarcity as well. So you can see why diversification can be so beneficial, but it really is up to you. I'm just talking about the ways that I would do it. I can't really tell you how to invest. There's so many different types of um, individuals that are investing, that have different goals, different strategies, different sources of income, different amounts of income, different amounts of gold and silver. So you can see why it's very generalized, but hopefully now you can kind of get an idea on where you want to go from here. See, I told you the different options, and I've told you why those options might work for you. And now hopefully you can take that knowledge, that information, and apply it to yourself to be better off. Because let's say you didn't watch this video. Let's say you're a new stacker and you never seen this video, and you didn't know this stuff. Then you're literally blindly investing into the market, not knowing what to do, or not knowing what your options are, or even what choices you have. That's scary. That's how you lose money. So you're already, just from watching this video, you're already set up in a more successful way, or more successful, profitable way to your silver stack. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. This was Silver Slayer. See you guys soon. Peace.